coming up this week.
Going against the NFC.
He's acting like the Texans aren't a good team. The Texans are a fucking playoff team.
Because you bring up your Sasquatch. You always want to bring up Sasquatch for president. And you just, you're also hype on your Eagles. Well, your Eagles got lucky against the Steelers. Let's keep it real because the Eagles suck, and their fan base sucks. I don't give a fuck. Die, Eagle, die. So let's get back to a real team that are worth talking about, which are the Ravens and the Steelers, which both have Super Bowl potential going into the playoffs.
Oh, so the Chiefs and Texans don't?
Super Bowl. You think the Texans are going to go to the Super Bowl?
The Texans got the goddamn second best record out of all three of those teams.
The Texans
have the same record as the Ravens.
Trash. Texans defense is trash, bro.
Oh God, I can't wait. Let's go. Come on.
I'm waiting on you. Get your pen moving. I want to know what you think.
Ready? You ready? Here's what the Texans lead the fucking NFL in. Defensive passer rating. The lowest in the whole fucking league. Mm-hmm. Every quarterback that's went up against them is thrown the lowest in the league. They have the best one, and they're ninth versus.
So you got Texas beating the Chiefs?
Just listen, and they're ninth versus the rush. If you look at a trap game, this is a trap game.
Tell me the Texans are going to beat the Chiefs. I want to hear it. Give me the score to your Texans and Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely picking the Texans.
For how many points?
I mean, as razor as it could get. If it could be a half a point, I'd say a half a point. But I think they pull that.
You got to beat them by 1 point.
And they're hungrier. Like the Chiefs are playing for the 1 seed, but if Mahomes gets popped or anything, he's gone. And you got a Carson Wentz playing that game against C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon. Ready? And who's got the most sacks in the league? The Texans. So they're number 1 against quarterback rating, number 1 against sacks. And they're going up against a hobbled Mahomes, who is right now 19th, their offenses in the run, and 15th, their offenses in the pass. And they're going up against the number 1 defense in football, pretty much.
The Kansas City Chiefs keep finding ways to win, is what you're forgetting. I have the Chiefs beating them by
You're right,
14.
but they haven't played. They've made some.
That's one that they don't want. How are they going to match up with the motherfucking Chiefs? Their defense is trash, bro. Their defense got to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelsey.
You just said trash. They're number 1 in the league against quarterback rating. Number 1.
I don't see it. You ain't
Google it. They're number 1.
Excuse me. Their defense only allows 21.5 points per game. I mean, they're like in the top 10 or top 8. Let's see.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
All their metrics, bro.
They're actually number 9 in defense allowed points per game.
Oh.
And the 9th versus the rush.
Unless they're playing juggernauts like the Titans.
Number 1 first
letting the
passer
Titans
rating.
put 32 points up on them.
Titans put 32 points on Jarvis?
Yeah.
That's a division game, though. That's a division game.
Oh, so we got excuses for divisions, but not the Kansas
Hell
City
yeah,
Chiefs?
you do.
So the Titans are better than the Chiefs?
The Titans?
The
Texans?
Titans are better than the Chiefs.
The Titans are not. The Texans are going to beat the Chiefs this Sunday.
All right, we'll see.
It's got to be a close game. I called it. I called it that the Chiefs would win by 3. Because
which
Chiefs
could possibly happen. But if they do that, you're not going to come out there saying the Texans are good. If they go into Kansas City and lose by a field goal,
right?
We've already discussed it. And we said that Kansas City's playing down to their opponents.
Every Kansas City game is like that. So every team they play is good. No. So
but they do play down to their. We did go over their schedule. There's only 2 games the entire season where they won by more than 1 score. And it was only by 2 scores. Yeah. Every other game, including against the Raiders, the Panthers, they win by a score, barely. And it's amazing because if that team scores, say they let the Panthers score 27 points, then they scored 30. It's if they let the Raiders score 24 points and they scored 27.
Yeah.
So the Kansas City Chiefs has this subconscious. It's got to be a coaching scheme. It's got to be the way that the games. I don't know because I think it's more.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
You think it's Mahomes?
Yeah,
because
I think
the defense. Mahomes doesn't.
They're in their little war room and they're like, listen, if we can get it to a 1-score game where we have the ball at 4 minutes or under. We're going to win probability 70, 80, 90% of those times.
Yeah, but it's not Mahomes who makes up the defensive scheme to allow the Carolina Panthers to score 27 points against
them.
But
he holds pace on them, though. He puts up 30 when need be.
Right, I understand, but why are we letting some of these? Why is Kansas City letting some of these teams who are not a good scoring team score 27, 30 points on them? And
bro, it's probably hard to get up for week 14 of your third title defense. Let's just keep it real. We're all human.
Right, no, I get it.
Best pussy ever. After once or twice, it starts to not be. All right, like it's hard to keep getting up over and over and over.
All lies. I hear no factual statement.
Good pussy always good pussy.
Good pussy, man.
It wears out, or you wouldn't be finding out all the other pussy.
That's funny.
You gotta test other pussy to make sure it ain't as good as you think it was. I mean,
I was big on King will tell you that's why he started off on the Texans, but you weren't here. He knows how I feel about CJ Stroud. I always liked him. He's
CJ.
He's a good young quarterback. Sophomore slump or whatever, whatever. It's all good.
He's been preaching CJ since day one. He hit me up like, yo, you seeing this guy CJ? I'm like,
yeah,
fuck him. He's like, no.
I like him, and then them beating the Bills in Houston, that was pretty good. I like that too. But the Chiefs are the way the Chiefs win, and the way that the Houston Texans have been playing the last few weeks. I like the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs in this one if Mahomes is playing, especially if it's a close game.
Most definitely. Messiah, you still dodged the question. And I know Jarvis wants to know the answer. What? And you go and you name another whole game when we want to know your take on the Steelers versus the Ravens, which is going to be the best.
Oh, I didn't know that you said that to me earlier. I thought you were
said that to
Jarvis.
you.
I just hopped in. My bad. Okay, so Steelers versus Ravens. I got it circled on my board right here. Lamar is due. He's due. He's due. He hasn't done shit against these dudes his whole career. All right. Watt is coming in not 100%. They don't have a running game. I don't know how they scored what they scored last time on them, but I would just say in this one, I'm gonna pick that the love affair for Russell Wilson begins to end now. And I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna ball out. And it ain't because I don't like him, because I don't like him. Everybody has always talked about how he's a little fucking asshole, and he's like a self-centered fuck, and gets his own fucking office in the locker room and all kinds of shit. I'm just saying that.
Man, Russell a good dude, man.
His age, the way he throws the ball up, and the fact they don't have Pickens again. If Pickens ends up showing up, then that might change it a little bit. But without Pickens, they don't stand a chance against the Ravens.
All right. Well, what's the score you got then? Give us a score.
31-17.
31-17 blowout.
Wow.
I call that a blowout.
Sure.